Hello everyone, this is Rattue 498 and this is ends up being a clan battle between Huntsman and MH. First Marshal is playing on the right hand side is Prussia, Bobby is next to him playing as Prussia, I'm GB in the centre, and this opponent here is a random. This is all the MH clan, who are all yet again playing as Prussia, same as the last video. A couple of them have done the long line tactic again, as you can see, mainly on the flanks. So this is First Marshal on the right and his opponent, and then Bobby in the centre on the right and his opponent opposite. This is me and obviously my opponent, and this is the random. So as you can see now, the random is going to drop, or has dropped. The random has dropped already. As you can see, I was just walking towards the enemy. This is why his opponent's moving up quickly on him. So the random drops in this game, which kind of completely buggers up my flank. So as you can see, basically the MH player is just going to basically kick the crap out of this AI, who basically just walks towards him and gets shot up like he is there with his cav. I kind of positioned 3 units down on my left to try and protect him, but it didn't really make any difference. And here Marsh and his opponent are now engaged. His opponent's lines are very close to his lights, which is something that you shouldn't ever really do. As you can see, there's a lot of cav going in. He's made his opponent form square, so he's going to get a lot of free shots off right away through the line. Bobby also helps him in his attack. Basically the idea is, because of the fact that the AI are now in control of our left flank, we're going to have a huge problem when that left flank completely falls away. So Marshal's opponent is now sending in a cav charge on him. Hits his lights, but he's got line cover behind, and they're just going to shoot the hell out the cav. And he sent his own cav through as well, and there's more cav going through as well. I think some of that's Bobsy's cav as well. So this game was settings large funds, so we could take a full army of 20 units, but it had medium sizes. So our light inf was, I believe it's 40 men, and our lines are 80 men. I think the light inf was actually is it 60 men? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. But as you can see, Marshall's wrapping himself around now. His cav's done a lot of damage, and I think Bob's cav's over there as well. That's done a lot of damage too. They have to win this flank quick, because we're going to be in a situation where we're going to have to form a new front line again. And as you can see, the AI is running units in my units, in behind, they're just going everywhere. So, and here the AI has lost the left flank basically. I'm going to send a little cav charge through. I waste a unit or two of cav, but I need to hold this guy up. I don't really have too much of a choice. Until Marshall's finished, I have to be able to hold this guy up. The AI is then going to do something extremely kind. He's going to give me some very expensive meat shields in a minute. Some Blackwatch and some Foot Guard, which are going to take the shots of his lights. So here you can see a square's formed again on the AI cav charge, and the Prussian opponent's going to send his own cav charge through. The AI does some fantastic work there and blocks the cav charge off, which is absolutely fantastic of him. And here as you can see now, Marshall outnumbers this guy. Bob's is moving up on his flank as well, so they're basically making a united front against this guy. I move my lights forward when I see the expensive meat shields going. I think there's Black Watch, Foot Guard, Foot Unit in there just taking the shots, so I move my lights up. But as I've explained in some videos before, and I believe Jay Martin said it as well, is this is a flat map, but it isn't flat. It's not exactly flat. It has little hills and bumps and stuff in it, and my lights and his lights are kind of not really getting great accuracy against each other because of the bumps and everything. You'll find especially around the roads there's a lot of bumps and the roads are in dips and stuff, so just watch out for that. So there's more cav charges going through here, make this guy form square. As I say, the priority was on getting this flank gone really quick after the AI's gone. If you have a look at the mini-map, you're going to see they've made like an L shape on us. So my flank is going to have to keep pulling back and pulling back and pulling back, and I'm going to continuously pull it back basically until I'm in line with Bob's, which you'll see in a minute. So on this side, Marshall's pretty much done this guy now. He's got a lot more units, better quality units as well. He's got his foot guards and everything left as well. Cav behind, Cav going in there, you see. So he's done a good job. Bobby's moved up on his left as well, so he's taking position in front of his guy. So Marshall's on the right, MH on the left. Bobby there, same. On the right, MH player on the left. So as you can see now, I'm forming up right on the corner of Bob's, which is something that I shouldn't do, really. I shouldn't make a corner, but for that purpose I had no choice. The opponent on that part is so far away and I needed to get away from the guy that was trying to flank me. So I keep doing it. As you can see now, if you look at the mini-map, it's getting more of a straight line now, going down. And here looking over the top, as you can see, we're now trying to form a perfectly straight line going down the centre. We're on the right, opponent's on the left. And now here's the important thing, at the top of the screen at the back there, Marshall has actually now gone for dinner. Which is something he has dinner at the same time every night, so he went off to dinner now and left us to it basically. He comes back right at the end. But what I did, my guy was pushing up at me and pushing up at me. I turned all my cav around, charged all my cav straight at him as he was still moving, so he couldn't shoot me. And I rushed my lines back up, and now you can see I've got the advantage and my guy's now running away. I had to do this before the other opponent could actually get down and support his attack, because otherwise I would have been outflanked again. So I've got 3 light dragoons in there. They're going to cause all kinds of problems for this guy. As I say, medium size, so very quickly your units can't form square. Makes cav so much more important. Like here, Bob's is getting charged from behind, so this is some conniving which Bob's likes to do. He likes to turn his lines around without you noticing. So if you've got cav behind him, he will turn his lines around, so you'll do the cav charge into his back, and by the time your cav actually get there, they're dead. It's a very clever idea, very clever thing to do. Lots of people don't actually think of doing it, but you turn your lines around when they're not noticing, and any cav behind just gets slaughtered before he even gets to you. So as you can see, my cav's in here. My lines will shoot them up. These are all GB foot. When I play GB, I don't take anything else but GB foot. I don't like foot guards. Too expensive. I just take the GB foot. Excellent reload, excellent accuracy. Morale's not so great, but you've got enough of them that isn't going to matter to you either. So I take loads of these guys. So as you can see, Bob's is doing fine at the moment. He's doing a good job against this guy. I'm kind of just working on this one guy here at the moment until the other guy starts flanking me. I'm trying to put all the firepower I can into this guy, trying to rat him away really quickly, which is the key to this. If I can get this guy gone really quick, then we can make an L shape around our opponents, which means we'll be able to have the advantage. Then they'll have to start pulling back, which means we'll get the free shots. So this is all about trying to kill my guy really quick. Bob's, as you can see, is heavily outnumbered, but does an absolutely fantastic job of holding this guy off. Does a really good job. All the units on the right are MH, all the units on the left are Bob's, and at the bottom all the GB player and me. All the rest of the Prussia down there is all MH. As you can see now, it's starting to flank me. So I'm going to start to have a problem now, so I'm going to have to pull back my right and advance with my left even harder. So I move my left flank even closer in, get much more accurate shots if you're close. So I'm going to move much closer, as I've got a huge advantage in men, and I'm going to go melee onto his lights as well. I want to get them out of the game because he can start kiting on me or anything. I'm not interested in any of that. So I'm just going to melee his lights and get them straight out of the game, because I know the line that I've got left will easily outbeat his line. So he sends in his general staff, which I believe is a cuirassier unit, if I've said that correctly. If I haven't, I apologise. I'm not very good at the pronunciation on most of the units in this game, so I try to avoid it. As you can see now, me doing this as well, drawing my line back, is taking pressure off Bob. So now look, he's reformed, and here on the left, after Marshall's had his dinner, he now comes back and he lends a helping hand. So Marshall's going to support Bob's, whereas I'm feeling pretty comfortable with beating these two guys off at the moment. He's got 2 foot guard units in the middle, I believe, a musketeer unit, 3 lights. The lights are a problem, they're fucking accurate and they're really difficult to kill off. That's why I went melee on them just now, I just wanted them gone. Lights are really poor at melee. So if you get an opportunity to kill them in melee, go for it. So as you can see, I'm now just going to go melee on everything I can find on my left. I think I'm running very low on bullets and I'm a little bit concerned, so I think I start just going melee. As you can see, we've got 3 dead enemy generals on the left. I believe the only general still left standing is my guys, as you can see him there, in a cuirassier unit attacking my guys. So I'm going to stand a line, shoot these guys off. Just a couple of Roman musketeer units left from the opponent which I was fighting down the bottom. So as you can see now, we're on the right, MH on the left, the 2 lines. Now as you can see, we've got the L shape. They've had to be forced to make into an L, which means they've had to reposition themselves, they've had to play around. Boss has got 2 little lone units in the middle there, but those 2 little lone units are holding off 5 units there without them moving there, so they're not advancing just because of those 2 little units. So as you can see here, as I said before, they're going to have to keep repositioning and moving around, so that's what they're going to have to keep doing now. Marshall's going to come over the top and he's going to start flanking down, so we're going to hopefully try and get them in a little encirclement in a minute. My guy's going red. Some of them, as I say, all of my units have a morale of 6. My light dragoons, my line and my lights all have a morale of 6, which is pretty shit. So if they start routing, they all tend to route pretty quick. But as I say, I've got a huge amount of numbers and they're really good quality units. You know, their fire is excellent, so the amount of firepower you're going to bring down on your opponent is huge. So sometimes it is worth going for the cheaper units and just getting loads of them, rather than the more expensive units. My opponent has a couple of foot guard units. I believe they're something like 1100 and something, aren't they? I turned the line round there, as his general was coming in with his cav charge. So I turned the line round before he got a chance to hit me, and I managed to get a good shot off aim. So now I'm going to get really close, and it's just going to be a straight out firefight in the centre. My units outnumber his, although his are better quality, as I said. His are better quality units. Mine are also heavily depleted and extremely tired from all the fighting and running they've been doing. Gone melee there. My general's just come around to give everyone a little boost in this corner, and there goes this guy's general too. As you can see, as I said, if one unit routes, they all start kind of doing it. But okay, I've 3 units routed away. I've still got 5 shooting, that's not a problem. Bob's is now coming in from behind. I send my general in on the lights, and my general in on the other light unit as well. Get rid of them nice and quick. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units against 2, and Bob's is coming behind. So his foot guards really were pretty ineffective. He had 2 foot guard units there, and all he managed to do was rout away 2 or 3 depleted units. So, but that was a good game to MH. Excellent game, Bobby and Marsh. Thank you both for playing. Hope everyone enjoyed the video, and thank you very much. Bye bye.